friends, welcome back to Storytime. Today we're having a Thanksgiving story time, but first let's sing our hello song, which goes like this. Hello friends, it's time to say hello. Sing along with me, okay? Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. Hi everybody, welcome back. Now that we sang our hello song, we're going to start with a Thanksgiving song and we're going to clap our hands and then we're going to say thank you. Can you say thank you? Thank you. My hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. My feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Roll your hands and say thank you. Thank you. My hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. My feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Roll your hands and say thank you. And now we're going to read a book called It's Thanksgiving, Chloe Zoe. And Thanksgiving is coming up really soon, so we're going to see what they do for Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a day to give thanks for all the good in the world. Every year, my family picks apples for my mommy's special stuffing. My daddy, little sister, and I play football in the backyard. We make autumn wreaths with colorful leaves to decorate the front door. Today is the big Thanksgiving celebration. We'll have a feast with all the trimmings, turkey, green beans, sweet potatoes, apple stuffing, cornbread, and everyone's favorite, Grammy Ella's famous pumpkin pie. All our family and friends will come over to celebrate together. Grandpa Joe, Grammy Ella, and my best friends, George and Mary Margaret, and their families. This year, Chloe Zoe is my official pumpkin pie helper, announces Grammy Ella. Really? I ask her. The pumpkin pie is the most important part of the feast. Yep, she winks. It's going to be the best pie ever. Grammy Ella and I gather the ingredients. Pumpkin cream, sugar, and eggs and spices. Look for an allspice, B for black walnut extract, and C for cinnamon, says Grammy Ella. I find the first two spices easily, but there are two jars with the letter C. Which one could it be? Cinnamon or cayenne, which is a spicy spice? It might make the pie spicy. Grammy Ella carefully measures the pumpkin, cream, and sugar into the mixing bowl. I crack the eggs, 1, 2, 3, then we add the spices. This cinnamon smells funny, says Grammy Ella. But look, see for cinnamon, I say, pointing to the label. Grammy Ella leans closer, squinting. Okay, she says, let's get this pie in the oven. Grammy Ella and I clean up while the pie is baking. The oven beeps just as the doorbell chimes. George and Mary Margaret are here. Happy Thanksgiving, cheers Mary Margaret. Yum, what smells so good, asks George. I point to the pie now cooling. The pumpkin pie, I beam. I helped make it. It's time for Thanksgiving feast to begin. Everyone gathers around the dining room table. We all take turns saying what we are thankful for. Family, friends, peace, love, candy, and everything pink. Let's eat, laughs my daddy. Everyone piles their plates, high with delicious food. Save room for dessert, Grammy Ella winks at me. Ooh, I can't wait to taste the pie Chloe Zoe made, says Mary Margaret. Me too, call out George. Grammy Ella and my whole family. When everyone is finished, my mommy cuts a slice of pie for everybody and tops each pie with whipped cream. I take a big bite and blah! The pumpkin pie is spicy hot. Gross! I look around the table. Everyone is spitting out their pie into their napkins. The pie is a disaster. Thanksgiving is ruined. My whole body starts to shake. I burst into tears and run to my room. There is a soft knock on my door and Gramiella comes in. I'm so sorry I let everyone down, I sniff. Oh, Chloe Zoe, you didn't let us down, says Gramiella. She wraps me up in a big hug. Mary Margaret and George peek around the door and run over to hug me too. You know, Chloe Zoe, says Gramiella, the best part of Thanksgiving really isn't the pie. I look up in surprise. It isn't? I ask. The best part is being together. We miss you, says Mary Margaret. Please come back. Your mom has vanilla ice cream, says George. I smile at everyone and nod. Okay, let's go. When we get back, my daddy is holding the sea spice jar. I think you two accidentally put cayenne pepper in the pie. Gramiella and I look at each other in surprise. Well, I like the extra spice, says Grandpa Joe. Everyone laughs. Happy Thanksgiving, Chloe Zoe, says Gramiella. The end. And now we're going to count some pies since they made it in the book. This pie is going to be cut into 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. One whole pie set by the door. Cut into pieces. I count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces of pie, all for me. I ate 1 piece. Yum, yum, yum. Now there are 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 pieces of pie for me too. I ate another piece. Yum. And now there are 2. 1, 2. 2 pieces of pie. Oh, what fun. I ate another piece. And now there is 1. 1 last piece of pie. 1 piece of pie. I can't wait. I ate that last piece and oh no, an empty plate. But let's put them all back together again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The last piece of pie. There we go. And now we have another book called Duck and Hippo Give Thanks. Thanks. They are also celebrating. It was almost Thanksgiving and the leaves were still tumbling. The leaves are changing and falling. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Hippo was raking the leaves into a huge pile and dreaming of a good old-fashioned Thanksgiving. A white blur flew through the air. Whee! Ploof! And plopped right in the middle of Hippo's pile. What was it? A head popped up. It was Duck. Duck, Duck, cried Hippo. What are you doing? I'm jumping into a pile of leaves, said Duck. It's fun. Why don't you try it? I'm trying to make the pile all nice and tidy, Hippo said with a huff. Bonk! Just then an apple fell on Hippo's head. Hippo rubbed his head, polished the apple, and handed it to Duck. For you, he said. Thanks, Hippo, Duck said. Speaking of giving thanks, said Hippo, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Let's celebrate together. Yes, said Duck. I'll help, and let's invite all of our friends. To get ready for the feast, Duck and Hippo went shopping. Duck said, I want to ride in the basket. She grabbed food as they zoomed down the aisles. Faster, squealed Duck. Whee! Then Duck jumped out and Hippo squeezed in, but the shopping cart wouldn't budge. And when Hippo tried to squeeze out, I'm stuck, cried Hippo. No problem, boomed Elephant. He lifted Hippo out. Thank you, Elephant, said Duck and Hippo, and Duck invited him for Thanksgiving. Delighted, boomed Elephant. Hippo wanted some crusty bread for their good old-fashioned Thanksgiving, so Duck and Hippo got in line at the bakery. Turtle was ahead of them. You go first, said Turtle, and take your time. Take your time. Thank you, Turtle, said Duck and Hippo, and Duck invited him for Thanksgiving. Terrific, said Turtle. By now, Duck and Hippo were so hungry they went to Pig's Pizza and they each ate a slice of Pig's special pizza of the day. Thank you, Pig, said Duck and Hippo, and Duck invited her for Thanksgiving. Yummy, cried Pig. I can't wait. Back at Hippo's house, Hippo said, oh, there's so much to do for our good old-fashioned Thanksgiving. So Duck went out and gathered leaves. She just couldn't help jumping in. Whee! Hippo went out and gathered pumpkins. Quack-a-doodle-doo, cried Duck, sitting on a pumpkin. I laid an egg. Then Duck gathered acorn squashes. Let me help you, Duck, said Hippo. Lastly, Duck and Hippo gathered apples and headed back inside. But they bumped into each other at the door. Whoops, Hippo bowed and said, after you, dear Duck. Then together they decorated the table with leaves and squashes and perfect little pumpkins. When they were done, Duck did a dance on the tabletop and sang, ta-da! See you tomorrow, she said, jumping off. That night, Hippo went to sleep and dreamed of good old-fashioned Thanksgiving. Before Duck went to bed, she told their friends, let's make something special for Hippo. The next day, Hippo was busy. He baked a good old-fashioned apple pie and a good old-fashioned pumpkin pie and a good old-fashioned acorn squash. And his house was filled with a good old-fashioned smell. He couldn't wait for his good old-fashioned Thanksgiving to begin. But it was getting late. Hippo looked out the window. The full harvest moon was rising over the trees. Night had come, but where were Hippo's friends? Here we are, cried Duck, and they all piled into Hippo's house. Sorry we're late, but we are all finishing up a special surprise for you. I wonder what it could be, thought Hippo. Hippo's friends each had something to offer. Turtle brought Chinese egg rolls, Elephant brought sea cucumber sushi, Pig brought pizza, and Duck brought peanut butter and jelly tacos. Surprise! This is not a good old-fashioned Thanksgiving feast, thought Hippo. But then he looked at the smiling faces of all his dear friends. He spread his arms wide and said, welcome, and thank you for being who you are. Hooray! Everyone shouted. Then they all gathered around the table and held hands. Duck and Hippo gave thanks for their friends, for being together, and for sharing nature's bounty. Let's eat, cried Pig. And it was a big, happy Thanksgiving feast. The best Thanksgiving ever. When they were done, Duck said, and now let's go outside and jump in the leaves. Whee! The end. And they had a fun Thanksgiving together. And they all brought something new to the table. And Hippo was happy because his friends were happy too. And that was our last story for our story time today. But we're going to sing our goodbye song before we leave, which goes like this. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Sing along with me, okay? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye, friends.